Geeks with beards, geeks with beards. Look who's here, geeks with beards. No need to fear, we're right here. We got beards, so listen clear. Geeks with beards, geeks with beards.
Well, hello everybody, this is the Geeks with Beard podcast toy review, episode 8. And today we're going to be covering the Parallax figure you see here in front of us. This is 2006 DC Direct. Didn't come with any accessories except for a figure stand, which I, of course, forgot to bring. As you'll see in front of him here, these were the Blackest Night promotional rings that they put out for sale. I forgot what year that was now, unfortunately. But I've got all 9 of them, represent all 9 of the spectrums. But we're here to talk about the Parallax figure because we just covered that on our podcast, the Emerald Twilight story where Hal Jordan becomes Parallax.
Good story.
If you've not read it, it's essential for Green Lantern collectors, I think, in my opinion. But this is a great figure. It's DC Direct. If anybody has ever collected DC Direct toys, you know that they are highly detailed toys. I think more detailed probably than DC Multiverse, DC Classics were, I think, in a way.
I'd say you're right.
They're
Yeah.
almost statuesque in a way, really. But as you can see here, he's got the kind of the soft, rubbery plastic cape. Very nice details on this. And this is comic book accurate from what it was in the 90s. You see the detail around the edge of the cape here. Nice folds in the cape. Nice gold pauldrons on the top of his shoulders. Beautiful looking green and white. Different shades of green, some gold.
Do you prefer the rubber capes or do you prefer fabric?
I like soft goods better than rubber, but if it's this softy rubber, it's okay.
Okay.
The hard rubber that a lot of the DC Classics that Mattel put out, and even some of the McFarlane stuff now,
Yeah.
I'm glad his Superpowers line is soft goods.
Okay.
I prefer those. But it's great detail. You've got, you know, all the muscle structure, the hair. You can see the Reed Richards, instead of when he was Green Lantern, the Reed Richards hair kind of was just on his side, his temples here. Well, this was all the way back around his head. So, yeah, this figure's great. It's got great articulation, elbow bend, shoulder movement. The wrists actually swivel. So you can kind of give him that, that, oh my God, a powerful pose, you know, that hand up in the air like that, you know. He stands really good. I say that and watch him fall. Stand.
Our table's not exactly level.
Well, yeah, and plus he's got the figure stand, I forgot.
We're new.
But nothing else. He didn't come with anything else. I know some later figures came with like little energy bursts you could wrap around their wrists or whatever. He didn't. It was just a figure stand. But it's a great representation of the character of Parallax. And they've had different versions out the years. There was one that was, I forgot the company that made it, Total Justice toy line. You've got a Kyle Rayner Green Lantern action figure from that line. They did a Parallax. That figure line is okay, but it's kind of like how Playmates did Ninja Turtles. They put them in action poses with no knee articulation or anything, and no figure stands. Them figures are very hard to stand. But the Parallax is really cool. I want to say I have it, but unfortunately I couldn't find it for this recording. But this is the superior figure in my opinion, the DC Direct one. So I love it. What do you think about it, man?
It's a good looking figure.
It is.
Yeah.
And it goes great with any DC superheroes collection from Mattel back in the day. Even the stuff now McFarlane does. And he's getting ready. I don't know when, but he has posted, either it's pre-ordered up now or it will be later on. He's going to do a Parallax toy.
Oh.
I don't know if it'll be an online exclusive or if it'll be a store exclusive. I'll have to look that information up. We can put it on our socials. But he's going to do a Parallax toy, and it looks okay, but I prefer this one. I'm not going to pick the new one up. I like the way this one looks because I think his color is a little more muted maybe than this one is. But a lot of people like it because it's going to have energy effects with it, I think.
Well, that'd be cool.
So,
yeah.
I might pick up a Kyle Rayner because unfortunately I don't own a Kyle Rayner figure. I know I'm a Green Lantern guy and I don't have a Kyle Rayner figure. So I might pick a Kyle Rayner figure up if he does one.
Do you have a John Stewart?
Not in the Superpowers line, but I do have a 6-inch one, yes.
Okay.
There was a collector set that came out years ago, and some of you collectors may know what I'm talking about. There was a set that came out that had multiple lanterns in it. It had Sinestro, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, John Stewart, I think either Tomar Ray or Tomar 2. So it was like a 6-figure set. Nice big box. So I've got him. It's just not in the small scale, the Superpower scale. I've got him in the larger 6-inch scale.
Okay.
When Mattel was making the toys, I believe at that time I have him, yeah.
You're redeemed now. Right.
I don't display them, but you know. Also, I have an Alan Scott figure from Earth 2, and I have a Simon Baz figure. If anybody didn't know about Simon Baz, he was the first Middle Eastern Green Lantern. Look him up. I think you guys will really like him.
He's pretty cool.
He's the only Green Lantern that I know of that actually carries a gun. I think he still carries a gun. I don't remember.
Probably like
a
the
real
only-
gun, not a construct. A real gun. He carries.
Might be the only DC hero that carries a gun. That's not like
Maybe.
Deathstroke.
I was getting ready to say Deathstroke kind of an anti-hero kind of
Yeah.
situation. Yeah. But yeah, so everybody, this is the Parallax figure from DC Direct 2006. I don't think he's difficult to find. I honestly didn't go on eBay to shop around, but I don't think he's difficult. You'll more than likely find him more loose than sealed on card. I think he's a figure that needs to be open and displayed. That's just my opinion.
It looks good.
Oh, he'll look great if with these rings. He looks amazing with your whole Green Lantern collection. Looks amazing. So yeah, I think it's a great figure.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's it for this episode. We'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one, guys.
Geeks with beards. Geeks with beards. Look who's here. Geeks with beards. No need to fear. We're right here. We got beards. So listen clear. Geeks with beards. Geeks with beards.